again. This is Michael Lodge. I'm glad that you are with me this morning or evening, lunchtime, breakfast, dinner, whatever time of the day it is. I'm glad that you're here. Listen, I have talked to you about crypto and the fraud that goes along with crypto. Well, I have another story today. And this one you might be able to make some money off of. So, if you know where this person is. So today it's reported that the FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for helping finding OneCoin Cryptoqueen. OneCoin Cryptoqueen. Now her name is, she's from Bulgaria, so her name is Ruja Ignatova, and she allegedly defrauded investors out of $4 billion with fake cryptocurrency scam. So this is amazing because I keep talking about how bad cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and all these gimmicks out there that have no one watching over them create criminal activity. And it happens every single day. So this woman is now on the top 10 most wanted fugitives by the FBI. The story of Ruja, we'll just call her Ruja because the last name is really hard to pronounce. The story of Ruja came to prominence in 2019 via the BBC's The Missing Cryptoqueen podcast, which detailed her alleged role in a crypto scam called OneCoin. Now, I have heard of OneCoin, and I think a lot of you have too if you dealt into cryptoism. That's what we're going to call it now, cryptoism, which is a fraud-based situation. So the FBI is offering a reward of up to $100,000 for information leading to the arrest of this Bulgarian-born Ignatova, who disappeared in 2017. The FBI added that Ignatova, a German citizen, I thought they said she was something else before. Anyway, so a German citizen was believed to travel with armed guards and may have had cosmetic surgery to alter her appearance. The 42-year-old was charged in 2019 with 8 offenses, including wire fraud and securities fraud, for running in the Bulgarian-based OneCoin Ltd. as a pyramid scheme. This is what happens all the time. It's MLM, multi-level marketing, or pyramid scheme type of situation. Because there's no one watching this currency out there, okay? Cryptocurrency is bombarded with fraud. And I don't know why you guys, if you're investing in this nonsense, that you're willing to take that risk just because you're going to make a fast buck. When you got these people from Bulgarian-based OneCoin Ltd. as a pyramid scheme, prosecutors say the company offered commissions for members to entice others to buy a worthless cryptocurrency. Investor losses were more than $4 billion. She timed her scheme perfectly, capitalizing on the frenzied speculation of the early days of cryptocurrency, said Damian Williams of the top federal prosecutor in Manhattan. So there is a problem. When you have all of these individuals trying to contact you every single day on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of these social networks, they contact you, and they're trying to get your money. And this has happened time and time again. In fact, it happens almost every single day because these individuals are out there not to invest your money, but to take your money. And that is the problem with cryptocurrency as a so-called investment, because it really, I'm telling you, if you think you can make a fast buck, I'm going to tell you that you're also going to make a fast loss, because there are too many people out there destroying people's lives. I see it every single day, and it's all around the world where it's happening. Now, the other thing that I'm worried about is the Eiffel Tower is in bad shape. It's got so much rust on it, it's going to take about $5 million to fix this Eiffel Tower. Now, I've been up on the Eiffel Tower 3 different times, and I love it. I love the experience. I love the views of Paris, and it's just a really good place to go when you're in Paris. But my gosh, if it's being hurt by all this rust, and the government is not taking care of it, we may not see it there very, very much longer. And that is a really sad thing to say, because it's a beautiful engineering feat. I tell you, sometimes I wonder about people who are out there trying to take care of these buildings, but they're not doing a very good job. Now, I want to get to an article that I saw today. And the article was entitled, "What Does It Take to Be Wealthy in America?" So, as an example that they use, for example, someone with a net worth of $1 million several decades ago would have been considered very wealthy, according to a recent survey results. However, $1 million is only enough to feel financially comfortable today. I wish I felt financially comfortable with $1 million in my bank account. But it's not enough now. It's not enough. So this is some of the statistics that they threw out, okay? What does it take to be in California's top 1%? In 2020, and these are all different dates, but in 2020, your net worth had to be $6.8 million. What does it take to be in America's top 1%? $4.4 million net worth. What does it take to be in New York's top 1%? $4.2 million. What does it take to be wealthy in America? In 2022, they say it takes $2.2 million to make yourself wealthy. What does it take to be in the UK's top 1%? $1.8 million. What does it take to be financially comfortable in America? In 2022, $774,000 to make you financially comfortable. What does it take to be in Mississippi's top 1%? In 2020, it took $766,000 to be comfortable, or to be the top 1% in Mississippi. The average American net worth, what do you think that number is? I thought it would be much higher. $122,000 is the average American's net worth. Now, I would think that with the value of real estate and everything else, it would be much higher than that. But maybe with all the debt and everything else piled onto it, your net worth is really very low. Have you ever done a net worth? I tell you what, if you go to my website at www.lodge-co.com. In fact, what I will do is I'll put a link, and I have an Excel spreadsheet where you can go in and see what your net worth is. It's free of charge. There's nothing attached to it, nothing. It's just an Excel spreadsheet for you to use. So that kind of tells you where we stand in America at the moment. Now, I got a feeling that some of these numbers are a little off, only because we're being hit with this inflation thing, which brings down the value of net worth. And we're probably sitting here far worse off than what we actually think we're at. If you have a tremendous amount of debt, you really don't have a net worth. If you say you have a $500,000 house, but you owe $495,000 on it, you don't have a net worth. You have a possibility of a net worth, but since you owe the bank that loan amount, you don't have really much of a net worth. Debt takes away from your net worth, and the more you get into debt, the more credit card debt you have, the more school debt that you have, auto loans, everything. I saw a report the other day that the average price now for an auto payment is almost $1,000. How foolish are we to even think about taking out a loan on a car anymore? It's ridiculous. How many of us, because the president is pushing this, how many of us can go out and buy a $50,000 electric car? 75,000, 100,000. As I said yesterday on my podcast, we are broke. We are trying to make it day by day. And some of us are failing at it because we just don't have enough cash flow coming in. Our expenses outweigh the amount of money that's flowing into our bank accounts because that flow goes right out to pay all of our bills. Now, I am a little bit encouraged today that as of today, the price of oil for a barrel of oil has come down. Now, if we continue on with that, hopefully we can see our gas prices coming down. But the problem with that, even though we see the price of a barrel of oil to come down, with the regulations and everything else that are put on refineries, and the fact that we are less amount of refineries than we had before, because some of these companies had to shut them down because the Biden administration's policy was so strict and so abusive that they had to shut them down. It just was not worth them to have those refineries open. So that still creates a higher gas price because the cost of refining that oil is still up there because we don't have enough refineries at the moment, and we haven't opened a refinery in many, 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 many years. So now we've heard about crypto. Stay away from it. You're going to get involved in way too much criminal activity on that. There's a lot of fraud. We have heard about the Eiffel Tower, and I'm sad about that. Something needs to be done about it. And we heard about the net worth of Americans. So I'm going to put the link in my website, down below in the description, to that Excel spreadsheet so that you can use it to see what your net worth is. It's important that we know. And it's something that we can build on or we can take away. So let's work on it together. Listen, everybody out there today who's listening to me, if you want to have more access to me, just go to my website, which is www.lodge.co.com. And if you want to help me out, go to www.buymeacoffee.com/Michael Lodge. That's all you have to do. That's all I ask. And by the way, if you go to that website on buymeacoffee.com, you will also see my daily blogs that I post there on business every day, on taxation and everything else. It's all there if you want to go there. Today's going to be a good day. Let's go out. Let's do something great. Let's build something. Let's be creative in our own personal finances. If we need to go out and get some sideline gigs to work on to meet ends meet, let's do it. I'm going to do it. In fact, I'm going to start working on a new project, and I'll tell you about it later on. But you're going to be fascinated with what I come up with because I got to test all of these things that I'm working on. This is Mike Lodge. Everybody, God bless you, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.